Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, June 28, 2022. Relationships with siblings and neighbors might improve, or they're a source of happiness now. Communications and transportation issues can also get an upgrade, or studies are easier and more enjoyable. There can be opportunities to present your ideas, or you could find that your influence and powers of persuasion are enhanced. New ideas inspire better attitudes towards your endeavors and even your problems. You are eager for growth and change right now. Still, later today, the moon moves into your sector of heart and home, and it's a good idea to carve out some time for quiet and comfortable activities. You normally are very talkative, and it can be difficult to get a word in edgeways. However, with today's planetary configuration, you find yourself curiously unable to speak. It may be that what you have to talk about also involves a step into the unknown, and you are somewhat fearful of the consequences. But if you take that first step, you will see the difference. Do not try to start any conversations or correct any miscommunications. Instead, take a step back to evaluate what has been said when the moon in Taurus stations void of course. Absorbing this thoughtful pause will allow you to have a greater understanding of your workplace interactions and dynamics. Your mind will be able to dissect, sort, and devise a more thorough plan later on when the moon enters Gemini. Flighty and witty, the lunar energy can help you prepare to maneuver any future conversations about work with apt. Ideas of all kinds, whether practical, scientific, or spiritual, are your life's blood, and today you might find yourself expanding that knowledge. Much of what you learn may be based on modern technologies such as the Hubble telescope or particle accelerators. You're likely to only scratch the surface today, however. Much of what you learn may be confusing. Nonetheless, stay with it. It'll make more sense to you later. Your thoughts have seldom been so lucid and in harmony. Problems with relationships that seemed insurmountable just a short time ago are now resolved without further arguments. The time has come to revive personal bonds. Enjoy this phase and experience life with other people. The memories will last for a long time. A new connection has you so excited you can hardly see straight. A mental connection leads directly to a physical one. Don't be surprised by certain situations and dating opportunities that crop up. There's plenty to contemplate and consider in the coming weeks before you make any decisions. Think about how you want to allow your heart to be directed. Showing good sense assures time spent isn't wasted and for nothing. You may feel a bit restless since you know that something is brewing around you, but you can't seem to get hold of it. It could be that this energy is like a river rushing beneath your feet while you're standing on the bridge above it. Something is tempting about the water, yet you can't sum up the courage to jump in. Don't feel like you have to be a part of everything. Perhaps your destiny lies on the other side of the bridge. Keep walking. Working with a partner will bring the best results on this 3-day. The influence from a vibration can see you and another working in a cooperative manner. This essence allows the most opposite of characters to work in harmony toward a common goal. Even if you generally prefer to work solo, don't dismiss the opportunity to work in a partnership when this influence is happening. You may be surprised at how much more you can accomplish. As busy and high-pressured as things are likely to be this week, either professionally or in any situation where you are under the pump, it is even more important to take time to recharge your batteries. There are forces in play that are trying to convince you otherwise, and they have a legitimate point, with a real chance to put maximum effort into getting things done and over the line. However, without time to rest and recharge your batteries, you won't be as effective. It is all about working smarter rather than harder. Where you can, take the pressure off yourself. The moon's return to Cancer today is the ordinary chance to not only check in but to get a read on romantic and relationship matters, as over the coming days it will connect with forces on both fronts. A week into your birthday month and new solar year, this begins the build-up to tomorrow's new moon, and with it a chance for a reset across the personal, romantic, and relationship fronts. Our eyes in the sky. If you've been feeling down and somewhat isolated lately, It's time to leave those feelings behind and make more of an effort to interact with others today. And if you're the cheery type or typically a very social person, you'll be totally in your element, because all kinds of people can benefit from the day's upbeat Moon-Jupiter sextile energy. When this cheery, honesty-promoting lunar aspect shows up, it encourages happiness, joy, cheerfulness, good fortune, harmony, and all that other good stuff the universe is capable of conjuring up when the right planetary bodies are aligned in just the right way. A difficulty expressing our emotional needs generates conflict on an inner, psychological level. No matter how we seek to right the ship, our efforts fall short, causing us to feel inept and angry. On the surface, it may seem like we are facing a straightforward dilemma, yet challenging incidents, events, or interactions are really intended to serve as catalysts for deeper reflection and reconciliation of past wounds. It is now time to take responsibility for our feelings and to stand up for ourselves. With any luck, we can do this without taking our frustrations out on those who may simply be in our line of fire at the wrong time. Aim to be as intentional as possible in your words and deeds to unravel insecurities without creating collateral damage. New friendships are an extra special potential bonus to come out of this special meeting, so you'll be drawn to people who share similar views, hobbies, or attitudes. Opening yourself up to new and different opinions is beneficial under this cosmic landscape too, but embracing them is more of a temporary learning experience and probably won't lead to any type of long-lasting change in your life. Which is totally okay. You do you. After midnight, the Moon conjuncts Venus, creating a romantic atmosphere. This meeting in chatty Gemini stimulates both our emotions and intellect, intensifying our social sensibilities. The mind is seen as a gateway to the heart. What we communicate is important, but extra emphasis should be placed on the tone in which we share our message. If our demeanor is pleasant and we express genuine curiosity about what another person says or believes, we can form powerful connections and engender real bonds. This is an ideal influence to link up with old friends or make new ones. We might also attract a new love interest. And the best way to get their attention will be to make it clear that you are not only listening to them, but that you hear them, and will remember the specifics later. At dawn, the Gemini moon sextiles Jupiter in Aries, amplifying the day's good vibes. This aspect strengthens our inquisitiveness and idealism, giving us the confidence to make friends and influence people. We might use this aspect to gain exposure for our views or positions, or to network with people in positions of authority. We can also spotlight our leadership skills and define our niche in a field of expertise. Although we have a great deal of knowledge to share with others, we can be reticent to claim our proficiency or skill sets. Jupiter in bombastic Aries grants us the self-assurance to put ourselves out there, even if we are typically shy. The more people who are magnetically drawn into our sphere, the more connections we will have to support our causes. It can't hurt to have those in our corner who want to see us succeed.